Small crowd. Must be late. Well, tonight was nothing but fun. We had a great time. It was hard getting started. You could tell that this was the first time we tackled anybody. That's why we used the preseason games. And man, we needed the first quarter to kind of just, whatever, shake the cobwebs or whatever. And the defense came back, and from the second quarter on, they played great. Played great all night long. And then those young kids did a beautiful job of playing the scheme and making the plays we needed to make. I thought, all in all, it was really a really strong win for us because we can build on all of the things that happened. And the cool thing was that the young guys playing in the fourth quarter and playing well enough to win the football game and shut them down, and defense and hold the football and all of that. I thought Drew did really well tonight, did a really nice job. I believe the ball got tipped on the pick. He had the right choice, he was reading the right guy and all that, and the ball just got tipped at the line of scrimmage. Other than that, he was in command and had a nice night. We didn't run the ball as well as we wanted to early, but it was the same thing. Blocking and tackling, it just took us a while to get going. And again, that's why we got to play these games. So there's so many names to talk about. You guys asked me the question, but I was really excited about Holton. Holton, Ehlers in the end of the game did what he needed to do and finished it up, found a way to make the plays. And I know everybody's there hooting Tebow, and all that kind of stuff, but it's Holton Ehlers, and he did a great job for us tonight to finish the game.
Do you have an update on Cade?
Yeah, the first thing that we heard is that there was no findings, but I think he got concussed, but there was no findings beyond that at this point. So we got a real good report, the early one. I'm hoping that's conclusive, but that's what we heard.
Did it happen on the kickoff, or do you know?
Yeah.
So he had movement and everything.
Will you guys make sure and tell Greg all the things we already talked about? We've been here about 20 minutes already.
So he had movement, I'm assuming, and was talking and everything.
Yeah, they just went to the max precautions, and the findings were already really positive.
To get a chance, you had, I think, 30 players not play tonight for you guys. Just the amount of guys you chose to sit out, when the thinking of that to kind of manage it the way you did with the injuries, and then the guys you just decided to sit out.
Yeah, the reason, I didn't say anything to you guys about it, I was waiting to see what happened and with the week and who did we need and all of that. There were some decisions on some guys that are in competitive situations that hadn't played for us, hadn't shown for us before. But Evan Brown's been playing with the first group, but we needed to see him play and wanted to see him go against Olu as well. Phil, we needed Phil to play too. We wanted to give Drew a little security in there. Some guys even, that he knew could guarantee that they make the blocks and the right calls and stuff like that, just to get him started well. Colby, was another guy we thought about not playing, but felt like we needed to. Our tight ends were banged up all the way going into the game. They made it, but so we had decisions like that, and we held most of the older guys, basically.
Pete, Kobe Bryant's pretty new to playing safety still. He had a big hit, obviously. Nice run stops. What did you think of him out there?
He's doing really well. He's looked really apt for the position. He fits well. He moves well. Reads the quarterback really well. Covers ground well back there, and he's got good decision making on playmaking opportunities. So I think it's going to be a good spot for him. He's also going to be called on to play corner for us if we need him, and he's got nickel and dime he's playing. So like I told you during the week here, he's doing everything.
Is Cade spending the night in the hospital?
I don't know. I don't know that.
When you look at the run defense, like they average 3.2 a carry, I know that's a big focus for you guys. Even with different guys out there who might not be the front line guys, can you take something out of that?
Yes, absolutely. Scheme worked well, and we like the way we played. The choices that we've settled in on for the way we basically play. The calls worked out really well tonight. The guys were really confident in them, and as we played more, we got better, and they brought the scheme to life a little bit. So. It was a good night for us on defense, a really good night. Yeah, except for the start, and we couldn't tackle anybody. It was terrible right off the bat.
You had said that you wanted Drew to play a lot this preseason. What are you hoping to see beyond what he showed tonight?
I want him to be ready to start games. I want him to be ready to play football games and win championship games for us. And so he needs to play to do that. He sat around all last year. So this formula of him getting 3 quarters it's just great for him just to be out there playing football. And so he's going to play a lot.
You
probably can't tell through this film, but did you notice run fits being such an emphasis? Did you notice any difference or improvement?
We were better, yeah, and we hit a couple pressures, and then the balls just popped into the secondary on us. We made a couple errors where that happened, but once we got going, we were really clean. I thought that Patrick O'Connell made a bunch of plays tonight. Devin Bush made some real nice tackles too. The backers did a good job for us.
Did you notice Kirkman being a little extra amped up versus?
Yeah, he was out there banging away. He had a couple good plays on perimeter plays. He was captain tonight in this game, just because. And he got back to playing football. I mean, it's just heartwarming to see this story, because if you ever would have seen how hard he had to work to get back and how much he overcame, so few people do what he did, and he just never ever wavered that he was going to get back. And he's playing. He's the captain in his first game back, and he was out there making tackles, and kicking game too. So he did a great job tonight.
Bolo was not the fastest receiver, but he seems to get open a lot. How does
What do you mean? So okay, ask me a question there.
how does Bobo get open consistently?
He's really good. He's a good player. He just continues to find ways. Really creative and athletic. I mean, look at the great play made on the punt team. It was that was a perfect play there. So he's doing good stuff.
Pete, what happened with D. Eskridge there on the kickoff, and what's his status for you?
He twisted his knee. It's a cartilage thing. We don't know how bad it is yet. He's not. He's getting around on it, so it's not horrible. It's not. It wasn't catastrophic, but we got to figure out how severe it is.
Why didn't Cody Thompson play?
He came up with yesterday in practice. He felt his groin was tight, and we just felt like let's hold him out. And it wasn't clear that he could go out there and take off and play through the night. So we just said let's rest him. We really wanted him to play tonight, but he couldn't do it.
Zach Charbonnet had a couple physical runs, seemed to get
Zach
fired
looked
up.
good, didn't he?
You like that style?
Yeah, he looked really physical. Our guys on the sidelines were going crazy for him. He has had a great start with us, and looking at him in our off-season work, and then in camp already. It's not a surprise at all. We just needed to see him go do it, and he was knocking heads out there. He was really tough.
And Cameron Young didn't play? What's going on with him?
He has a calf strain. He got it a couple days ago.
It seems like Derek Hall's kind of made some strides the last few days for you guys. He had
No doubt.
the hit that drew the penalty, but to get the
Yeah,
quarterback there.
did you see the extra little? Did he do the extra little at the end? He did. Yeah. Okay, that's just an error.
But
Yeah, he's doing really well, and when give him the month that we need right here, he's going to be in the midst of in rotations, I think, because he's just too physical, runs too fast, got a great head on his shoulders about playing defense football, and we really like the heck out of him. So it's just a matter of time, just honing his game down, and so. I don't, and special teams as well. He's going to have a big factor on special teams. He's got one of the really, really good attitudes about playing defense now. You love his heart and what he wants to do and how he wants to play it. And he's really one of the fellas.
Your team's played with high energy, and so how important was it for the rookies to continue today to come with that high energy?
It's really important. I mean, it just makes my heart soar, man. To see them go out there and have that much fun playing, and see the finish come to them, and we got the opportunity to finish a game, and they find their way to it. We're playing good defense. We're playing good offense. We're killing the clock. We're doing all the right stuff. And the guys on the sidelines were going crazy for him. That's what I hope they would feel. I mean, if I could tell you what I hope this game could be like, that was the game. I don't care how we start. I want to see what would happen when we finish. And we finished with all of the fun and juice. I mean, I know, like Okada said, he couldn't believe how much fun football was for him, on this night. And we talked, go a little farther. We dedicate this first game to the young guys, and we make a big deal about that in the meetings and during the week. And, veteran guys talked to them and told them about their first game and, gave them a little bit of advice. And we just had fun, made them stand up, and we're talking to them, all the rooks and all, and because we wanted to make it memorable. They ain't forgetting this first game. They'll know this first game forever, and that's all I could ask for.
Anything else? Thank you.
See ya.